welcome to Clutch My Pearls, the podcast where I, Emily, learn all about the smut that my friends are reading. As always, I'm joined with Vanessa and Barbara.
Hi.
Hi. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry holiday season.
Yes.
Merry holiday season.
'Tis the season.
We haven't recorded in a minute. I feel like I don't know what to do with my hands.
I haven't done a book in like a month.
It's been ages.
Yeah.
Well, everybody that's listening, just listen to your holiday episode.
Hope
Last
you're all
week.
still with us.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That
the
aesthetic
candles
video
and
was
the-
just like a boom, boom, boom.
Just
My
nonstop.
search history for making that aesthetic video was like sexy candles,
Ruined
sexy
forever.
Santa, sexy woman sitting on Santa.
You're going to be on a list.
I am.
You know what I realized? Our patrons, whom we love, went from Gabby and the Gobbler to that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm like, oh, good thing it's a Vanessa book. Although you did just say it's a Barbara book. So
Ooh.
I feel like this could be a Barbara book.
that either
Ooh.
is very tame or sexy candles.
A little bit of both.
What do we have today?
Okay, it's called How My Neighbor Stole Christmas.
The Grinch.
Ooh, The Grinch.
Which is funny because you just said something about that you're the Grinch.
Yeah.
And we're the Christmas ornaments.
Yeah.
They're witches.
Yeah.
It came out in October.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Yeah, October 15th to be exact.
Ooh.
And it's by
Wow.
Meghan Quinn.
Okay.
She's super popular.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
So
Yeah.
popular. I had no idea. I've never read any of her books before, but I feel like I have some on my TBR and they're like really cute covers.
Yeah, like I definitely know the name. I feel like I see it always
Yeah.
and like, you might like this. Or
This
maybe I've
is-
read one. I don't know.
Huge on TikTok.
Huge.
Huge.
Wow.
Huge.
What's it called again?
How My Neighbor Stole Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
How My Neighbor Stole Christmas. How many pages is that?
480.
No wonder you were like, can we
Damn.
push our recording?
Yeah, can we do it
Well,
later?
I'd already read the most of the book like while you guys were out of town, but I feel like I just needed like a little refresher or while you were out of town.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just couldn't decide on like what scene I wanted to highlight.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of need
I'm down for it. I like. We're recording at a. You don't know this, but we're recording at a later time, and it's fun. It's like nighttime.
know.
Yay.
It's like the olden days.
I was thinking
It is.
that when I was
Yeah.
driving over when it was night. I was like, this is like how it used to be because you'd do it after everyone was working. And it was
Yeah.
like, ooh,
Ooh,
sleepover.
spooky.
I love it.
Okay. Every Kringle in Kringletown celebrated Christmas a lot.
I waited because
Kringletown.
you said Kringle and I just shot my eyes over to Emily because I'm like, oh, how we doing?
So it's Kringletown.
Is it like a Hallmark movie?
It's Kringle
Do I need to get in
Town?
the Hallmark movie?
Yes.
But they fuck.
Is this animated characters?
This is the Grinch and Hallmark had a baby.
Like the literal Grinch?
No.
Oh.
Like I'm saying like oh my God.
Yeah.
No, like
But I need to go. Kringletown exists in the Hallmark universe.
It's Whoville, basically, but in a Hallmark setting. IRL.
Oh, man.
Okay.
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 Did you like this book?
Yeah.
Are they like?
I think I did.
Are they whimsical people?
No.
like
They're
who's-
regular
Did
people.
their mouths look like
They're
that?
regular people, but this is a town in Colorado.
You close your
And-
mouth and then you blow air up in your upper lip and you look like a hoof.
Yeah. Okay.
Grinch.
So they're regular humans.
Okay.
It's just a regular town.
We'll see.
But it is very Christmassy. They're 24/7 Christmas.
That's like if you move into a neighborhood and you don't in like July and then you don't realize like, oh, our neighborhood is that one that everyone comes to see and we're like competitive and we're like on the news for how and it's like, oh,
Yes,
Oh.
tourists come to this town.
I want to live there.
oh my God.
I could totally see you living there.
Yes.
Okay.
I would.
Let me get through the synopsis.
No more- no
I'm
more
not
Christmas
gonna
for
interrupt
me.
at all.
Every Kringle in Kringletown celebrated Christmas a lot, but Cole Black
Ugh.
on Whistler Lane unfortunately did not. As his fellow citizens decorated their quaint town, brimming with carols and glad tidings, Cole wants nothing more than to hibernate the winter away.
Good.
But his dreary plans are thwarted are thwarted when his Christmas nemesis, Storee, Storee. Taylor. I know her real name is Storybook.
No! In Christmas Town or whatever the hell.
She
Okay.
doesn't live there. Cole does.
I'm full on
She's
picturing
just in
cartoons.
town. She moves in next door to care for her Aunt Cindy. Immediately, the new neighbor.
Cindy Lou Hou. Sorry.
Yes, it is actually.
Oh God.
It's like Cindy Louise
Of course.
Taylor or something. Okay. Immediately, the new neighbor turns his life into a real nightmare before Christmas, especially when she decides to enter the town Kringle Christmas Kringle contest in honor of Cindy. And better yet, Storee is determined to win. So there's a Christmas competition.
So a story is okay. I'm in.
I was out the second you said Kringle. I'm good.
I'm in. I'm getting into my Hallmark
I'm not done.
Lifetime
You
movie.
love that
There's
shit.
more?
Yeah.
Okay. Shit.
Over Cole's dead body is she going to win? With the
Cole.
help from his friend Max.
Oh God, like the dog.
Where did he come from? No,
like the Grinch's dog.
I'm a hater.
His real name is Atlas.
What?
Yeah, but his last name is Max something.
The
Max.
dog?
Maximus?
No,
it's
it's
My
his
name is
best
Atlas
friend.
Maximus,
He's not a
and I will
dog.
have my vengeance.
His name's like Atlas Maxington or something like that, but he just calls him Max.
Can we cast
Obviously.
Russell Crowe from Gladiator?
Yes, he is huge.
There you go.
He's basically a lumberjack.
Great. Love it.
So Cole decides to enter the competition as well to beat Storee at her own game by pretending that his hometown Grump's heart has grown 3 times this season, and he's fallen for the girl next door. Unfortunately for Storee, she has to follow his lead if there's a chance at the Christmas Kringle title. But the competition isn't the only thing that heats up. Cole and Storee's fake relationship becomes very real, and before you know it, they're attempting to hide it. Things get complicated. Competition gets tough, and all it takes is one single night for someone to steal it all. It's a mouthful. I should have read that a couple times.
That's so. You did so good.
Thank
you were
you.
so good. You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay, so is Storee is into Christmas or not into Christmas? She's not from Kringletown.
No, she's not. She's a
It's
visitor.
not in her blood. No, it is in her blood because her Aunt Cindy Lou Hou.
Yes.
Cindy Lou Hou lives there and is like, you got to come visit. So she goes, why did she go live with Cindy Lou
Okay,
Hou?
so she doesn't live there. She lives in LA. She's actually a film editor for Love Mark movies.
Okay. This is the Aldi of fucking, where they're like, we're doing everything right before we get in trouble.
We're not going to get
Yeah.
copyright.
Okay, so she used to come every year for Christmas with her family,
she did.
but 10 years ago they just stopped coming. I think her parents bought a timeshare in Mexico, so they just always go there for Christmas.
Time machine.
And
yeah.
she pretty much just stays at home and doesn't really see anybody. She's kind of like a loner in LA. She doesn't really have any friends because she works from home.
But at least it's sunny.
Aunt Cindy breaks her hip and she needs someone to come take care of her. And it's Christmas time. Turns out Storee's sister Taryn is a nurse.
Okay.
So that works out. She comes into town and all Cindy wants to do is win the Christmas Kringle.
So she's like, I remember this contest from growing up. And what exactly is the Christmas Kringle?
So only 5 people are chosen to be in the Christmas Kringle.
Charlie and the
What
Chocolate Factory.
is Kringle?
The Kringle is
prize?
the town.
But
Do you become mayor if you win?
No,
is
it's just a title.
Don't be ridiculous.
Okay, let's guess pages. Hold on. 480. Guess the pages.
Who's the first coming? Cindy?
No. Storee.
That's how
They
Cindy
actually
broke her
both
hip.
come on this page.
Okay.
Her and
I'm
her
gonna
aunt?
do
Storee and Cole.
250 because Christmas is the 25th.
323.
303.
I was really close.
They
and
dry hump. She comes and then he busts in her mouth.
300 pages.
Merry
300
Christmas.
pages.
I know that's the only thing that kind of got me is that it was a lot, but I think it's more plot.
Yeah.
It's
Now,
more Christmas Kringle than
Is anybody in this book Jack Skellington?
no.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
You're
the
out.
Nightmare
Christmas
Before,
Nightmare Before
Christmas.
Christmas
thing in the synopsis
It's
kind of
just a
threw me.
throwaway.
They're
Jason.
just weaving in a
Yeah.
lot of like
right.
Christmassy things. Is there anybody? Okay, I'm gonna see
Okay.
what happens.
So
I'm just soaking it all in.
when they get to Kringletown, Aunt Cindy's house isn't decorated. She lives in a pink Victorian house, which I thought you would really like.
It's my Barbie house from my Christmas village.
Yes.
I have a
Wow.
Barbie's dream house in my Christmas village that is a pink Victorian house. Oh my God. I'll add it to
That's
this second video.
Cindy Louise's house. Okay.
I can picture it. This Kringletown is my Department 56
yes,
Christmas tiny
it's
town.
Tiny town.
So she's in.
I'm back.
I'm the Grinch.
You're the Yeti that I hide in the mountains. That's like,
Yeah.
Oh my God. You have the same
I'm
color
warm.
eyes.
Oh my God.
yeah, beautiful blue eyes.
Look at that.
Okay. Gossip has spread and Cole knows that they're in town. He's upset. Something happened between them the last time they were in town. They were 18 the last time that she was in town. He was home on Christmas break from college. And basically she hasn't been back since.
Do they say what happened, or is it just like they allude to it?
So apparently these sisters are known for some holiday catastrophes. The great hot cocoa shortage. Apparently they knocked over the town tree in the square.
Hijinks.
And at one of the competitions is
The big poinsettia massacre.
they knocked the piano lady off stage and she fell into the
She deserved
river.
it.
Hijinks.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
She can swim. It's fine.
but also his parents died that night.
She killed them?
because they knocked the tree over on
No.
them.
it was the
they
piano
were-
lady.
They were in a car accident. And her and Cole were good friends. And he was looking for her that night because he wanted to talk to her. And this was literally on the heels of her knocking that lady into the river. And everybody's mad at her. So she's like, fuck this town. I'm never coming back here. This is my last Christmas.
Fuck this town. They don't understand me. Fuck that lady. She deserved to go in the river.
It's not even that cold.
I'm regretting doing this.
God, get
but-
over. No, I'm obsessed. I am
Okay.
in.
So they run into each other day one, and she calls him Connor, like trying to be funny. And
Does she suck?
Yeah, she sucks.
She sucks. Okay.
Good one.
He's
Her name is spelled E-E. Like,
E.
E-E. What does she look like? You know what she looks like? You know that Heatmeister... Mr. Heatmeister. You know the cartoon. You with me? Okay,
Like
thank
the
you.
claymation?
Yeah, thank you. Remember the woman with the orange hair and then the big blue eyes and
oh,
little.
she has red hair.
What did I tell you?
Perfect.
What
That's
did I tell
her.
you? And then he's Gladiator, Russell Crowe.
His Max is.
Yes.
But who's Cole? Lump Cole.
He's brown hair, brown eyes,
Just
big
any
and buff,
Hallmark movie guy.
lumberjacky.
No, that's Gladiator, Russell Crowe.
That's fine.
Oh, he's okay. But then
No,
his Max is just any.
Max is the dog. What kind of dog is he?
He's the dog with the long nose.
Sure.
With the
Okay.
horn strapped to his head. I'm having a good time.
Oh.
I am into this.
She doesn't believe that that's his name. She's joking around with him.
Good
and
one.
she's like, you're the neighbor boy, right? And she's totally fucking with him. And it's definitely working. He's like so fucking annoyed. She comments on like how grown up he is, though. She's like, you're super tall and muscular. And he's like, basically, you're still super fucking annoying. And she's like, that's not very neighborly. And he's like, I haven't seen you in 10 years.
That's Connor
and you
for ya.
don't live next door. So they're definitely like right away.
Enemies to lovers.
Yes.
I hate you. No, I hate you. They're
Yes.
friends to scorn, to
So like I said,
enemies, to competitors.
yes,
To,
always
to,
enemies.
to neighbors, to competitors.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mhm. So like
Dry
I said,
humping lovers.
Aunt
Busting
Cindy
nuts in her
wants
mouth.
to win
Right. Whatever being a Kringle is.
Christmas
You get
Kringle.
a can of Pringles.
It's basically just
Pringle.
a title.
Right.
There's
that
not
you're
even
like,
Yeah.
best Christmas. And do you dress up? Do you have to? Is it?
You have to wear a sash.
No, but like the competition itself. Is it
Well,
just who has the best holiday spirit?
yes. So it lasts all month, basically.
Okay.
Is it
And
limited to your home's decorations, or is it
No, no,
like
no.
you're out there and you're being Christmassy?
It's a bunch of stuff. I'm
Oh.
gonna get to it.
Oh, like a checklist. Oh my God, can we do the checklist?
Yes. So Cole finds out that he's entering the competition. He doesn't think that she deserves to be in it.
Yeah.
Basically, he's like,
You're not even from here.
Yeah, basically. She doesn't even go here.
You don't even go here.
So it's funny because obviously his parents died on Christmas. So he has basically not celebrated Christmas at all. And so when he decides to enter in the competition, everybody's really surprised because he really is like the town
A lump
grump.
of coal.
Yeah, he's basically the Grinch.
Yeah.
They go to
How dare this guy be down on the day that his parents tragically died when he
Yeah.
was 18?
And his
It's really
name is a
inconvenient for me.
Black coal.
Story-
A lump of coal.
Storee doesn't know any of this.
She was like, no one understands me, and bailed and had no idea his
And-
parents died.
Yeah.
They just never kept in touch. No Facebook.
No.
He kind of was going through a
MySpace
lot.
gone.
Yeah.
He was going through a lot. His
I think
parents
he
were dead.
basically was like, fuck her after that.
She talks to her aunt. Her aunt didn't go, oh, by the way, your friend, his
Cindy-
parents are dead.
Cindy
The
Lou Hou.
next door neighbor.
He asked her not to tell.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, because he loves her.
So they go to the town announcing the contestants. So you can apply to be in the contest, but only 5 people are chosen. And then they can have a sidekick that can participate and help, but they can't actually be in the contest.
Okay.
So when they're obviously they live next door. So when they're walking home, they're basically both walking in the same direction.
Right.
They get into this huge fight. She doesn't understand why he's so mean to her. And basically, they're like, it's fucking on. And he kind of says something like, I can't believe you haven't come back to visit your aunt in 10 years. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, basically?
Yeah.
But I'm laughing at this point, but I'm also wondering, like, is this spicy? So I searched Cox
And you're good. That's
42 times.
fail safe.
So the first competition is eggnog. Basically, you have to make a cocktail
I'm
with
so out.
eggnog and, you know, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Cindy notices the hostility towards Storee, and she's like, we're doomed. She was like, this guy, she basically tells her about how his parents died on Christmas and that he hasn't really participated. And so he's basically gonna win
Because anything he does is going to be like a miracle.
Yes, the town kind of rallied around him after his parents died, and so like everybody just kind of feels sorry for him.
Yeah.
So obviously, like him playing in the competition is gonna hurt them.
We fixed
So
him.
she says that they should pretend like she's dying, and this might be her last Christmas. So
Cindy's dying or Storee is?
Cindy,
Cindy's dying. I kind of love Cindy.
yeah. So they
Is her hip even broken?
no.
For real?
What? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Spoiler.
She wanted to fix it.
Cindy Lou
She
is.
is-
I don't know if I was gonna tell anybody that.
It's fine. She's Gypsy Rose. It
Can we
doesn't matter.
pause? But not like actual, but like you both went like, is the phone ringing? Did you just say you didn't think you were gonna tell us that her hip isn't even
you
broken?
don't find that out until the very end of the book.
That
Okay.
She's like, ha ha ha, I brought you back here with my busted hip, but I'm actually fine.
She's Cupid.
I love it. Oh, Cindy Lou Who Cupid.
Okay.
Can't believe she wasn't gonna tell us.
Well, it's at the end of the book. I mean, I might have told you off camera, but I was thinking maybe not. Okay, I'm
okay.
going to tell you the whole book. So if you don't want
We did an X-ray. No broken bones.
to, no broken. Okay, so
We did an MRI.
Storee wins the eggnog competition. They
How?
bring
She laces it with cocaine.
she just uses Aunt Cindy's recipe. It's like
Shooing.
yeah, it's something delicious. I don't know what the recipe was. I knew you were gonna fucking ask.
I know. I want to know. I got a Christmas party I got to plan.
Eggnog's gross. Does that help?
Yeah.
I'll find the recipe. But they definitely like bring in Aunt Cindy like in a wheelchair. They definitely like play up the makeup to make
Does she
her
have an
look a
oxygen
little.
mask?
I don't think they went that far.
Come on.
Does she talk like Gypsy Rose?
No. Okay. So next is the recycle challenge.
This is like Project Runway.
The person that owns the thrift store in town is the judge of this. And so they basically have to go into the thrift store and try to recreate. I thought this was so cool. Recreate a movie scene from the things that they find at the thrift store.
Okay.
The thrift store lady is like really big on green and like
It feels like a Halloween project, but
yeah, so one of them creates the scene from like Home Alone where he like shoots what's his name with the BB gun.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think one of them does the Die Hard, which everybody was like, this isn't Christmas.
Oh,
at
right.
least not the
it's
part.
Whoville.
So they end up doing. They end up recycling Aunt Cindy's. What's the famous Christmas movie where she's like looking out the window and she's singing the Christmas song? It's in black and white. They recreate.
It's a Wonderful Life.
She's singing a Christmas song out a window.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
No, I should have wrote down.
Christmas movie where she's looking out a
Black and
window
white.
And
singing.
she's like singing and it's like snowing. Let me know. Anyways,
I
they
know so many
recreate that
Christmas
scene and they wheel in Aunt Cindy while she's singing and they
Is
hold
it Selena?
hands.
Late at night when all the way.
Is it the music video for
Christmas.
Mariah Carey?
No.
I stay
Okay.
up and think.
But the boys end up winning with they
Gladiator.
do They do a Grinch, they recreate the Grinch scene where he can't find anything to wear.
Oh, yeah.
But they know that the lady that owns a thrift store loves Thunder from Down Under. And so they do some hip thrusting.
Sexual,
and some
dick in the box stuff.
Yeah, and they end up winning.
So did the boys have boners when they did their dance?
Yes, they had huge boners.
That's why they said
That's why they won.
42 times.
Yes. Did Storee get horned up seeing that?
Yes.
Okay.
Did
100%.
Cindy
Everybody.
Did Cindy slip out of her chair?
Yeah, everybody
break her hip
was
actually?
snail trailing. You asked. Okay.
We did ask.
So next is the light display. They can put up lights on their house, but they are allowed to make improvements from this night until Christmas Eve, where they'll be like finally judged.
Okay.
Storee's trying to like sneak around his house to see what he's doing because she was eavesdropping on him at the hardware store, and he was saying that he had like a 50-foot Santa blow up.
Ooh.
They're not allowed. It's
Blow
in the
ups
rules.
are not allowed.
Yeah.
It's in the rules.
She doesn't read the rules. There's a whole handbook apparently.
And she didn't read. She's like, I don't care. Fuck the rules.
Oh my
Tim
god.
doesn't understand me.
Nobody understands me, but I'm gonna fucking win.
So she ends up going over there right before the judges come and rips down some of his lights.
Gosh, she sucks.
I
That's
think
not
because
nice.
she's so mad that they used their bodies at the previous challenge that she thought that they were like cheating.
She could have done the Mean Girls like Santa baby dance and been sexy if
she
she
could have
wanted.
done a lot of things.
They
Yeah.
actually do that later.
Oh, see,
Come on.
any.
So
Yeah, this is the Aldi of books. They do.
Did this happen? Did that?
when they're outside decorating, so you basically are being judged all the time by the townspeople. So
Even
if you're
better.
seen,
I love it.
If you're seen out and about and you're not being Christmassy, you're not wearing your sash, then you can get points
And
deducted.
having that Christmas cheer and
so
caroling.
you definitely have to be Christmassy all the time if you're outside. So there's some people that come by that are very high up in the Christmas.
Right.
They're judges.
Yeah.
They're
Are they
mayors
They
of Whoville.
say something about how cute of a couple they would be because everybody knows that they were kind of like
About to.
Things fell apart
sweet
after his
on each
parents
other
died.
every year that they would come into town, but nothing ever happened between them. So Cole plays it up like he's got it bad, but Storee is always blowing him off to make her
Victim.
look bad.
Instead of blowing him.
He knows that these ladies are like hopeless romantics, and so he's definitely like greasing the judges and hoping to like create some like town gossip. Aunt Cindy suggested, so it's Aunt Cindy who says that she should go over there and pull some lights down.
Pull his pants down.
Yeah.
Cindy scheming.
She ends up falling off the porch, and so Cole sees her footprints leading back to her house in the
Storee
snow.
fell off, and then he sees the footprints of her.
He goes outside and she jumps over the porch, and so he heard something, goes over there, and he sees like basically like a little snow angel and then footprints back to her house. So he knows it was her that was like fucking with their shit.
Now, did he kind of go,
No, he goes over there
Ooh,
and
he's
he
mad.
claims that he has a video of her destroying the lights, and basically he's like just talking shit.
yeah.
Is he kind of says to her like, is this like, Atlas says something about how he's always had a crush on her and kind of blows up his spot, and she's like, is this why you're doing this to me? Because you've had a crush on me this whole entire time and I never reciprocated. And obviously that pisses him off because that's kind of why, but that's not why he's been saying why. But when he's walking out of their house, he basically just rips their lights off of their porch on the way out.
Was it hot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Kind of hot.
Okay, refresh my memory.
Mm-hmm.
She knows at this point now that his parents died on Christmas.
I think so.
Did they ever like talk about that?
No. I
She
think,
kind of sucks.
well, he's been talking shit to her this whole time, basically telling her she shouldn't be in the competition, and that he was like, I'm surprised you never came visit your Aunt Cindy
Feel
this
like
whole
that
time.
kind of like, I don't know. I feel like that would be a time to go like, hey, pause the competition. Like, I'm going to fuck up your shit in a minute here. But like, I didn't realize your parents had died. Like, that's a real bummer, dude.
It sounds like she's kind of selfish and doesn't really think about that kind of stuff.
It's obviously miscommunication also. Like, she didn't know that he had a crush on her this whole time. She doesn't know that his parents died that night either. She just knows that they passed away, but she doesn't really know.
She doesn't have all the information yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she just knows that they
She doesn't know
passed
the whole
away.
story.
She doesn't know the whole Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay, so
The Christmas Carol.
because their lights were all messed up, the boys got fourth and the girls got last. The boys are still winning in first place by 30 points. There's like a point system, but we're not going to get into that. They do. The next one is fruitcake. So they have to make a fruitcake.
No, they don't. No, you don't need to do that.
Do they make Christmas? Is there a cookie challenge?
No.
What? Who gets milked?
So hold on, I'm losing my place here.
I can't.
Oh. What challenge do you think you would excel at in a Christmas situation?
Oh, like the ones that make him
Decorating,
your
cookies,
heart grows 3 sizes.
caroling.
I would shoot myself 3 times.
Or,
Wait, decorating, cookies, caroling? That's out. Wait, can I do caroling like Love Actually, where I just hold up stuff and play something else?
Yeah, that'd be really cute.
Okay,
Yeah, that would be
and
your.
what else?
What other Christmas things are there?
Not fruitcake.
Wrapping.
Oh, wrapping gifts.
Oh, I would do pretty well at that one because my mom was very, very particular about like, no, they have to be like done right. And then we started doing a competition to see who could wrap gifts the worst, like the ugliest gift you could possibly.
no.
You can't just be like, oh, it's paper. You have to really think outside the box and
Yeah, how do you make an ugly gift?
you attach a lot of stuff to it.
Oh, but I think that makes it pretty.
Yeah, it makes it fun.
We should have a competition.
Do they have a gift wrapping competition?
Yes, they do.
Yes.
So now that they're like super battling it out, they're definitely trying to look at ways to like up themselves in the competition. So they head, because it's a fruit cake competition, obviously the bakery, like coffee shop, they're the judges. So they head there to kind of grease the judges, but the girls are already there.
Grease
And
the judges.
So the girls are already there kissing butt. He goes straight up to Storee in front of the cafe owner and is like, why won't you go on a date with me?
Oh.
And the bakery lady is like, you should go on a date with him. Come on, Storee. This will be so cool. Like, you two are in the competition together. And so
Nothing more magical than love at Christmas.
Yeah, small town gossip is king. And he knows that all the ladies are hoping and wishing that this Cali girl's gonna take a chance on a small
little
town
bitties.
boy. Yeah.
Oh my God.
She's laying it on pretty thick. Like, I've been waiting for her for 10 years. She never came back.
I'm still a virgin. She's going to love it.
Oh my God. He's definitely not a virgin.
Atlas
Cole fucks.
Is he kind of like joking but totally being serious?
Well, that's
birds,
exactly
one
what he
stone.
says. He's like, I'm not letting this chance pass me by because it's been 10 years since he's been here. And he thinks to himself, I'm not totally lying. So
Okay. Everyone's motivations and their actions are lining up perfectly for me.
So being back in town is like bringing up a lot for him. I think like getting into the Christmas spirit is definitely like wearing on him a little bit, bringing up like his parents and stuff.
Yeah. Because they died on Christmas.
Rip.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Yes.
While the piano lady was like floundering in the water.
So Storee accepts the date. She's like, I can play this too, which is perfect because it just happens to be Cupid night. Apparently they like
Cindy's Cupid. Now it's Cupid night and Christmas time in Whoville. Okay.
It's Cupid Christmas party. They definitely like do this for like family, like couples.
Why doesn't it be like mistletoe night?
Well, there's mistletoe everywhere, but I
Yeah.
think they just do it because
and fruitcake.
they like, I don't know, the ladies like host
Yeah.
couples and then they arrange childcare if you
And then
need it.
everyone puts their keys into a bowl.
Ooh, no.
Do people get engaged at the Cupid
Probably.
night?
Do they engage in all kinds of acts?
Probably magical and in love.
So they're definitely putting on a show for the town. They definitely are like feeling each other, you know?
Yeah, but
And
is this real or for the competition or the Cupid
she
night?
kind of asked him why he never acted on the crush.
Right.
Now that she knows.
You know, like he was an orphan all of a sudden.
They run. Well, they knew each other before that.
Yeah.
Right.
Before
But
that.
then his parents died and then she ran away and they were only 18. They're babies. So they're 28.
Yes.
Okay.
They run
Math.
into the woman and they tell her not to break his heart because they're very protective of him. Storee asks him about his parents, but he kind of shuts down. She wishes that she could go back to fighting and holding hands, and they get caught under the mistletoe in front of all the ladies, so they have to kiss.
They have to. It's the rules. We'll lose points.
He grabs her chin and leans down to her lips and whispers, "Tell me no," but she doesn't.
Okay, I like it.
I like that.
Everyone's talking about their kiss, how they were staring into each other's eyes. It's like the talk of the town.
And then Joaquin Phoenix comes out, thumb up or down.
Cole tells the judges to forgive him if his cake is not 100% because he's so distracted by Storee's beauty. Storee ends up winning.
I'm so hard, guys. I was not paying attention. There's a whole lot of fruit in that
I think
fruitcake.
he's just hoping that it'll give him a leg up in the competition.
It adds to the story.
Yeah.
I couldn't
story.
bake because I was so distracted.
Yeah.
Storee ends up winning anyways. Cole's flirting with her. She says to stop, and he says, "Why is it getting confusing?"
Why, you idiot?
So next is the candy cane competition.
Please be
And-
R-rated.
Do they have to blow glass for a glass dildo?
Like Santa gets
No.
sent away.
That's
Letter
a
to
different
Santa.
Barbara book. So they actually have to go out of town because the candy shop guy in their town doesn't want to give them any like secrets. So they have to go
Trade secrets.
to another town to take like candy cane making.
Candy cane classes.
Yes. And it's about an hour away. She's never driven in the snow. And so she immediately gets into like, I don't know, she like gets into the ditch or something. And
He's like, oh my God, my parents again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
pulls up behind her.
no.
She's crying. He's literally like triggered by
Like,
his parent. Yeah. And
you
he's
could have died.
He's so worried about her. He goes.
So he realized that he actually does really love her.
Yes.
Thought he
He's
lost her.
concerned. This isn't the man I've been sparring with. This is the boy I used to think of every Christmas. She apologizes and he hugs her.
And then they suck on some candy
And then is that when they
canes.
No, he says you shouldn't have been driving. You should have asked me. Competition is one thing, but safety is another. And I don't want you to get hurt.
I don't want you to get hurt unless I'm the one hurting you.
Ooh, say
And only
no.
a little bit.
And she's like, you don't?
Oh my God. What?
And he like wipes a tear.
Oh my God.
And he tells her about how his parents died in a snowstorm.
He wipes a tear with his thumb, right?
Yeah.
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 It's always a thumb.
It's good.
Oh.
So they're obviously like talking. They've had a moment. She says that she misses being friends with him. And he's like, oh, so you do remember me. Because remember when she pretended like she didn't know. She wants to know why he's really...
That's not... This book is hilarious and has banter. Does it?
This is not
I
Barbara
am
banter, but
such
it's
a hater today.
I think if you... I'm a Grinch. I think if you read it, there'd be more banter.
Yeah.
Because there is a lot... Obviously, there's so much with the competition and stuff that I didn't really include a lot of like quotes or anything like that. It's
I'm just in the like
a lot.
Hallmark movie mindset
Yes.
that this is where you're like, yep, that tracks.
I think
Of
when they
course.
start doing the fake dating is when it kind of ramps up because obviously she doesn't want to be into it.
yeah.
But she is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when she asks, she wants to know why he's really mad at her, and he pulls over and basically tells her everything about that his parents died that night and that he was looking for her and he just wanted to be with her. He was actually waiting that night when she came over. He was actually waiting to find out what happened to them. They had been gone a long time and been reported missing, and they hadn't found them yet. So he was basically just like waiting on the porch for them to come home. And that's when she came back from the competition and was bitching about the town. So she has no idea. And she's like, I'm so sorry. If I would have known, obviously I wouldn't have been that way, blah, 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 blah,
Oh
blah.
my God.
They're paired up to make candy canes when they get there. They're in love. But what
But
now?
you have to tie your hands behind your back to make it.
He does that later. They part ways reluctantly, but Storee ends up showing up later with hot cocoa.
I keep forgetting her name is Storee.
Yeah. They basically profess their love. They talk about the past. She straddles him. They make out. But he's not ready for house guest because obviously this is the point where he probably would have invited her inside.
What do you mean not ready for house guests?
wait.
His house is basically untouched since his parents died.
Ooh.
Has he lived there this entire time?
Yes, he's been staying in his childhood bedroom. His parents' room, untouched. He basically keeps sheets
you know
all
what?
over his furniture.
Therapy is okay.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it's all right. You can...
He basically tells her he's not ready for house
Is
guests.
Atlas real? Is this like that other Russell Crowe movie where he's schizophrenic and
Beautiful
not
Mind.
to upset anyone, but he is like imagining Atlas and then no one has been in his house?
Ooh,
Atlas
like
has...
the others were their ghosts?
Nope,
With the sheets
never like
over?
that. Nope, hard pass.
Okay. So
Atlas has been in his
sad.
house and has not said anything. He's just like, yeah, hell yeah, I'll take top
Well, you just
bunk.
kind of like
Yeah.
let people do.
well, no, he doesn't spend the night.
Sleepover.
Yeah, but
They
still, like, when you go over
he
there.
actually sleeps over at Max's house a lot.
Mm.
Yeah,
I had
especially
a cousin.
right after.
He's not ready for house guests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he wants her.
I'm sorry. I realized I had another question and then we got distracted with the house guests. They profess their love for each other. Is that literal?
No.
Okay. Because
No,
I was
no,
like,
no.
did they go with I love you? Like, damn.
No,
okay,
they don't say I
but they're
love
like,
you, but they're
I'm
just
real
like,
horny for you in like an emotional way.
Like, I'm into this.
Yeah, like I've been missing you these 10 years. I was hoping that you would come back. I was mad when you left.
Put your candy cane in my fruitcake.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously he wants her to come in the house so they can. So
Come
he's
in the
like,
house.
I gotta do some stuff. So he goes out and he gets a Christmas tree, and he invites her over to help decorate because he hasn't set up Christmas in his house in 10 years. And
Just the outside, though, for the competition.
Just obviously, but
Did you put some sheets on the other bed or?
yeah. So basically, she helps him decorate and unearth his house, pretty much.
Wow.
They end up dry humping in front of the fireplace and the tree. This is page 303. She rides him, and then he flips her over, busts in her mouth. She swallows, and then spends the night.
Oh my God. I love it. They're
Sweet
getting
dreams.
ramped up.
Yeah. She's throwing it out. It's fine.
She's
She's
like, the cum has come.
Yeah.
the cum came and went.
Basically, since she's been back, he's felt more alive.
Oh.
Like, not even just in the way that he loves, that obviously he loves her. He's going to figure that out later. But he also just like being annoyed. And
It's a feeling.
yeah, he's
You're
basically
awake.
been numb
You're
for
not just,
10
like,
years.
coasting, yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
And so he's like, she's definitely like awakened me. She kind of feels the same. You know, she hasn't really celebrated Christmas since the last time she was in town. Really, Cindy is her, like, that was their Christmas place. And so since she hasn't been there, she basically hasn't celebrated. And so she's kind of feeling the same way I feel alive again. They have sex. They come together on 3/18. It's the candy cane competition. They both lose.
Because they're having sex.
Yeah, even though they're
they win.
basically in love, they decide to keep it a secret. She thinks that her
They're
sister,
fake dating, and then now that it's real, they're like, don't tell anyone.
yeah, her sister's a bitch.
Again, motivations and actions, they're all lining up for
They're
me.
not ready for it
perfectly.
to be real to everybody else.
Great.
Well, and I think she thinks it's gonna get in the way of the competition,
Which is priority.
for Cindy. And so she
And
doesn't
she's
want to
dying.
disappoint her.
Right.
Yeah.
This is her last.
Cindy's going to be dead soon.
Yeah.
But she thinks Taryn, her sister, is a bitch. What's going on?
This is a whole nother side thing, but basically they're sisters. They know nothing about each other. They don't talk. She's very like, she's just kind of a bitch.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So after the candy cane competition, he takes her to the ranch where Max's parents own a ranch, and that's where he works. And he
Is it the
works-
reckless and loveless and heartless
They,
ranch?
they have reindeer and they grow Christmas trees.
It's Love Light Farms.
It's Love Light Farms, yeah.
So he takes her to see the reindeers, and then this is where we're reading.
Oh.
Are there reindeers?
Back in the
No, but he does tie her to a pole.
Is it
In the
with
barn.
sleigh bells?
Is it cold and dirty?
No, it's heated because of the animals. are in
It's
there.
heated and it's very clean.
It's
And
very
it doesn't.
clean.
Well, there's animals and it doesn't smell.
How many neighbors? This is the cover.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is the cover like the Grinch.
Mhm. So he uses a candy cane.
In her?
My pH could never.
My pH could, prodigious
We're
pH
not
could
reading
never.
that part because I knew we were going to talk about the pH.
Well, here we are anyway, girl.
He's rubbing it on her.
On her-
Sticky.
nipples.
Her nipples.
Does he
And
lick
then-
it
and then
first?
clean it up.
Yes. And he puts it on her and he licks it. And then he puts it down there on her clit and licks it. But he doesn't put a candy cane inside
But it's
of
close
her.
enough.
Close enough to
But it's
still
close
be
enough, and
irritated.
it's sugar, and we're
Peppermint.
I think it's actually pineapple.
Ew,
That's what the guy who won the competition made it with pineapple.
So
that's less believable than everything else I've heard so far.
So that's what they're like. It'll make it taste good.
You know when you eat
I
too
didn't
much
even
pineapple,
put that together.
There's that whatever that ingredient is in it.
Bromelain?
That's supposed to make you
yeah,
feel like
and it like
taste good?
cuts up your mouth a
Oh.
lot. Don't be putting that anywhere either.
But isn't that you're supposed
This
to
is
eat
just flavoring. It's not real pineapple.
Oh. Did you see that thing where someone said to not put fresh pineapple on a ham? Did you see that TikTok?
And then it
It
turned
turned to
into
mush?
goo.
Ugh.
Ugh, I was traumatized.
How it looks
That's what's
Throw
happening to
up.
her right now.
It's on her ham. Ugh.
But we're not reading that. We're reading about the reindeer tying her up.
Kind of. Are you ready for me?
Mhm.
Swirl the candy cane around your head, I say. Is that his dick head?
Yeah, so he goes down on her, she comes, and then she's sucking on the candy cane, and he's like, "You want to suck on something else?" And she's like, "Yes, I do." She gets down on her knees. She's still tied to the pole.
Oh, that's why she can't swirl it herself.
Yes, that's why she's asking. Why are you looking at me like that?
I didn't say anything.
No, I didn't say.
Swirl the candy cane around your head, I say. He pops it out of his
What
mouth.
if he
I thought that at first.
around his skull?
That's why I was like, wait a minute, I need to.
Yeah, he goes. He pops it out of his mouth and brings it down to his dick, running the sugary substance over his length, around the ridge, and over the tip, coating himself. That is
And then the narrow point he inserts.
sounding. Lick me clean, he mumbles before placing his hand on the back of my head and encouraging me forward. I bring my tongue to the base of his cock, flatten it, and then slowly drag it upward as I watch for his reaction. The muscles in his neck strain as he shifts his pelvis forward, just like bulging.
Oh my God.
Clearly wanting more. So I continue the sweet torture, licking in the same spot over and over again until he groans out of frustration. Fuck, he says as his hand slaps against the pole behind me. Shit, Storee.
Nope.
I do it again,
No.
bringing him all the way back, but this time I gag in the best way.
The best way.
Not a bad way.
Oh, God. Question. She's tied to a pole.
Mhm.
Is she naked?
Yes.
Tits out?
Yes.
Naked,
Dump him
naked.
out.
Yeah.
So
I guess
she's
he went down
tied-
on her.
Like hands behind her back tied to a pole, not like above.
But when he went down on her, she was sitting on the bottom, legs open, and he was laying down on the ground.
Sitting with her legs laid out?
Well, how else? Like
She's
standing,
standing.
and then put her leg up.
See, that's what I wanted to know.
It's like, I guess she could like
She's just sitting there like,
I guess like a hostage, because now she's on her knees.
She's not on her knees. She's doing that squat where you're on your toes.
she's,
You know what I'm
she's
saying?
Like a
Where
deep
you're
squat.
like- Yeah,
She better
where your
hurry up.
butt is on the back of your heels.
Oh, okay, yeah, like you're praying or something.
I'm picturing
No, like you're
like your
Sitting on
hands
your heels.
behind, like your hands are behind your back tied to a pole and you're squatting.
Okay.
but you want to be able to get up again.
Yeah, like a deep squat.
Yeah. Okay.
Or are her knees on the ground, or are they up?
no, they're up.
No,
So
they're
it's
up.
a deep squat.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know what that meant.
And it's a tetherball pole.
Yeah.
Shit, Storm.
Yes, get it.
I don't know how that game works.
I don't know. I just know that I always lost. I
Is
know
the
that
pole decorated like a candy cane?
I was probably
No.
wrapped in garland.
The only strategy to that game is be tall.
Yeah, that's why my
fucking
brother
hate that
always
game.
won. You got to get an angle it to where it's up on my side. I'm like,
I don't want to play.
fuck me, fuck yes, again, he says as he rubs his thumb over my cheek all the way back, Storee. Swallow my cock. I bring him to the back, swallow twice, and then pop him out of my mouth, only to lick again and again. And again.
3 sizes. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
He
yeah.
grows 3 sizes.
When he grows frustrated, I kiss down his cock to his balls, where I run my tongue along his seam, causing his cock to twitch above me. When he doesn't tell me to stop, I open my mouth and suck him past my lips. What? Okay.
You ever had a
She's
jawbreaker?
kissing on it.
Oh, okay. Sometimes they describe things too much to where then I get mixed up.
She doesn't know
Are
what
you
she
the
said.
only one who just heard what I said?
Like a jawbreaker?
Jawbreaker?
Okay. Like, thought there was a delayed reaction there. I'm sorry.
It's
I'm sorry.
okay.
I wasn't necessarily listening.
Fuck.
You just want tetherball.
He draws out, his head falling forward, dunk, into the pole. As he,
Does it really say that?
No.
Oh, Emily.
But I'm just picturing him like, you
should have
as
told
he
me.
braces himself against the pole. He's like, your goddamn mouth, Storee. I can't help but smile as I continue sucking him hard, squeezing him to the point that he's panting. Shit, he mutters. You have to stop. But I don't. I open wide and take him all the way back to my throat again, allowing him to gag me, which causes him to slam his fist against the pole before pulling out. Think. Before, is it a metal pole or is it a wooden
wood.
pole? Wooden.
Splinters.
No, it's smooth. He asked her before if it was okay, and she said it's so smooth.
Consent
It's
king.
so smooth. Just like me.
Oh.
That's what she said.
Allowing him to gag me, which causes him to slam his fist against the pole before pulling away from me, releasing himself from my mouth. He stands there, muscles firing off, staring down at me, his cock fucking beautiful, as it stretches out in front of him, ready to burst. And I want him to. On my tongue, on my face, on my chest. I want him marking me, claiming me. Come on me, I say as he slips the candy cane over his lips. I'm out. Someone just sucking on a candy cane. Like,
Need a second.
get that out of here.
Why do you still have it?
Why is it? Were you
If
just
we
holding
put
on
it
to it
down,
like a
it's gonna get
lollipop?
dirt on it.
So he's just been like, oh,
He
fuck.
slams a fist.
No. Like just it's in his mouth like a cigarette hanging out.
Do you think he's sucking on it the way that she's sucking on his penis?
Probably. Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah, he
oh, yuck.
And then he's got food in his mouth while he's going, fuck.
Just like a hook.
All right.
The only way I want to come is in that sweet pussy of yours, he says as he brings his hands to my chin and guides me back up the pole until I'm fully standing again. That's a leg workout for her to come up. Just, oh, I can totally do this easily, not grunt. You're not going to hear my knees pop. He then kicks my feet apart, which now I'm just picturing him going, He kicks my feet apart so I'm spread for him, and he fingers between my legs, testing me. He lets out a feral groan as he finds just how wet I am. You want this cock, don't you? He asks while he strokes himself with his other hand. I nod. I do. You'll
I
get
would like
it.
that. I would enjoy
really
it.
like that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'm in.
You'll get it, but first, he brings the candy cane down between us and parts me before dragging it along my clit.
I forgot that I was including that.
Candy cane
Too
comes
close.
back.
Too close.
The warmth of his mouth from sucking the sugar to the smooth surface is a new sensation I wasn't expecting.
The sugar. What are we doing?
The sugar. He's going to lick it out. Maybe. He's going to push it inside of her.
There's sugar on his mouth. And okay.
Oh, God, I say as he passes over my clit a few times before bringing it back up to his mouth. And he sucks my taste off the candy cane, keeping eye contact with me the entire time.
There were like reindeer and horses around and
Yeah,
shit.
someone's taking a shit. Like
Some
two
guy's like
stalls
cleaning
over.
the stall. Like, where's my pineapple?
Fucking delicious, he says, before bringing the candy cane back to my clit, rubbing it up and down, and then back to his mouth, letting his tongue roll over the candy cane before bringing it back to my clit one more time.
Nah.
You taste so fucking good, he says.
Yeah, it's the candy cane.
Yeah, it's pineapple. He says right before he gets on his knees in front of me, lifts one of my legs over his shoulder and parts me for his tongue. His head falls back against the pole. Oh, my head falls back against the pole. So now he's going down on her.
Yes.
As he goes down on me. If y'all weren't able to follow, he's going down
He's
on her.
somewhere between her legs.
He has a
Parts
leg
her.
over her shoulder. Now he's going down on her. his tongue running along my sensitive clit. He's still probably holding the candy cane.
The reindeer's like reaching over to get it.
Their weird tongues. Sucking his fingers, sliding inside of me. Yes, I say, my body tensing right there. Oh my God, you're so good.
Oh my God.
I included too much.
Bite my lip.
Oh my God, you're so
You didn't.
good.
There's a lot of stuff you didn't.
No, I know.
Highlight too.
I know.
I bite my lip, wishing I could force him to stay where he is to get me off. And just as the burning pleasure, that's your pH being fucked up. That is the sugar that is not supposed
It's a
to go.
sugar-free candy cane.
It has pineapple. That's acidity.
I don't buy
Keep
it.
going.
And just as the burning pleasure deep within me starts to erupt, he pulls away from my clit, stands, and then positions his rock hard cock at my entrance.
How much progress have we lost now, sir? Come on.
I have no time to protest the absence of his mouth because he fills me, looping my leg around his waist and thrusting it. So now he's like holding her like a baby.
Like when you tie a baby to a pole.
But like where it's like he has to like hold her up because she can't hold on to him
No,
in any way.
she's just got her legs wrapped around him.
I guess he's squatting down though because there's got to be a height difference. Maybe not.
No, he's probably just holding her under her butt.
They are the exact same.
Everything lines up perfectly. They're meant to be. I have no. Okay, doth I protest? I swear I can feel him all the way to my kidney.
Yeah.
No, that's the UTI.
I was like, are you fucking kidding? Because that's the UTI. I thought you were kidding.
That's the UTI hitting your kidneys. Can't get enough. He says, his hips forcefully rocking against me. Squeeze my Pardon, I had a stroke. Squeeze my cock, Storee.
She queefed.
Unable to hold on to him, I use my leg as an anchor, and when he thrusts inside of me, I clench around him. The first time he groaned so loudly that I fear the entire farm might hear him. No, they're just like, what are the reindeer doing in there? It's mating season. The second time he bites down on the base of my neck. The third time turns him into a frenzied man. As his hands fall to my ass, propping me up more and driving frantically into me, pounding into me, rocking, twisting. Bop it. Stop it.
You know, in the Grinch, when all the little Who's in Whoville go out and hold hands and sing. That's what they do when they come.
Oh.
Cindy's like, I'm gonna live forever.
Fucking with so much force that it creates an unbearable friction against my clit. And then he starts moving up and down as well. And that's when he hits me in a spot I've only ever felt with him. Oh, fuck, I yell as pleasure sparks through me. He does it again, making my entire body break out into chills. That's your fever. That's the fever. The kidneys they're failing.
You've got UTI, back pain, and there's a little girl. It's time to go.
One more time and I'm seeing stars.
Yeah, you're passing out.
Then he bites down on my shoulder with one more thrust, sending me right over the edge. And together we come, my pussy contracting around his cock, his body stiffening as he groans against me, filling me with his cum.
Where's the candy cane?
He's holding on to it. It's in her hair, probably.
He's got the one.
It's stuck to her hair.
Oh, no.
Jesus fuck. He mutters against my shoulder. And then pulls away just enough to look at me. Then he gently pulls out and sets my feet back on the ground. He places his cock back in his briefs and pulls his jeans up before buttoning them back up.
Please say he just salutes and leaves her tied
He
there.
just goes, that'll do, pig. And then, to my surprise, he squats in front of me, and with the candy cane, how on earth did he hold on to that the whole time?
Is that what it says?
Yes.
The way Barbara looked at me.
He scoops up his cum from near my pussy and brings the candy cane up to my mouth. I look him in the eyes, then down at the candy cane, and when I part my lips, his eyes go feral as I lick him off the candy cane. When he pulls the candy cane out of my mouth, he drops to the ground, scoops his hand behind my head, and kisses me so hard that I feel it all the way down to my toes.
After all this, they lose the candy cane
After all that,
competition.
he's done with it.
It's covered in dirt in the reindeers.
It was his cum scooper.
It smells in that bar.
There's ants all over it.
There's a raccoon up in the rafters, along with some turkeys.
Charlotte's Web is just going like, you don't want to know what I've seen. Wow, we haven't had a candy cane cum scooper.
Ugh.
While tied to a
Candy
pole in
cane cum scooper. CCCS.
Kringle candy cane cum scooper.
I did appreciate that he said, Jesus fuck, the reason for the season. Don't take Christ out of Christmas.
Keep Christ in Christmas.
People feel very strongly about that. I don't know.
Wow,
Oh my God.
So how's her UTI? Does it?
She's fine.
She's fine.
In a twist,
they keep
Cindy doesn't
fucking-
die.
yeah.
She dies.
Yeah.
Who wins the contest?
Does it matter?
Neither.
I
But
guess
they
it doesn't
won in
matter.
reality. They won in
Yes.
love.
But they let Cindy down, and now she's on her deathbed.
So Taryn sees him like consoling her after they lost the gift wrapping competition. And she thinks that Cole is tricking her.
He doesn't actually like you.
He doesn't actually like you. He's just trying to
She's
get
like, you
inside.
don't know what he does with a candy cane, okay?
my pH is, I don't even care.
She's like, I don't even care. He kissed me down to my
Hey,
toes.
Taryn, you're a
it
nurse.
all
Can I
away.
get some penicillin?
I heard. What's the side effects?
So she, in the middle of the night, she goes over there and rips down every single
Taryn?
light off of his house.
She's the real psychotic one.
Yes.
This
She
town, is there
throws-
something in the water? Is there something
Lead.
like...
Oh my God. She throws all of his lights away, and he automatically thinks it's Storee and that she's been using him this whole time. She doesn't actually like him. She's been sleeping with him. So big miscommunication. He goes over there and basically is like, fuck you, you're dead to me. He doesn't say that.
I know that's a summary, but I love when you summarize. They say they love each other. He's like, fuck you, you're dead. Something like that.
He's like, she doesn't know what's going on. She doesn't know that Taryn went over there. She doesn't know that the lights are
She's like,
missing.
"What are you talking
She was like,
about?"
I don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, I can't believe you did this to me. You basically broke my heart.
Oh.
He leaves, and that's when Taryn tells her that she did it. She's like, I don't know why you did this. We really are together. And
You ruined this.
Well, this situation just confirms that she's in love with him.
Oh.
Because the moment it's taken away, that's when she realizes. So he takes off and goes to Max's house, and she basically rallies the town to redecorate his house. They come back over. They're in love. Aunt Cindy's hip wasn't broken.
Nobody's mad at her.
She
though.
just wanted to.
How could you be mad at her?
She just wanted them to fucking visit for Christmas.
She's wanted to fuck.
You know what? People do that.
She wanted a do-over for her and Cole.
Oh,
for Storee and
she
Cole.
knew.
Mm-hmm.
They need Christmas magic. What did the good people at Goodreads think?
So,
What did you think?
Yeah, what did you think?
Okay, so I liked it.
Yeah.
It was a fun.
It's a Hallmark movie.
Yeah,
You know what genre it is. Like, you know what
Yes.
you're going to get when you run into Mafia. You know what you're going to get when you run into, you
This.
know, how the Grinch
Holiday.
stole the night before my Christmas.
Home
Whatever.
Alone.
Yes. So I knew it was going to be very Whoville. So I was already like setting myself up for that.
Yeah.
I loved all the little competitions. I thought it was so fun. I loved there's a lot of like town characters that were super funny. I just wish that it would have gotten to we actually like each other and we're just going to hide it from the town. Banging on 300 is
Out of
wild.
480 pages.
Yeah.
It's a long time to get there.
How many
they
candy
were
canes?
fucking a lot after that, like literally until the end
But it
of
would
the
have
book.
been kind of more fun if they were having a fucking secret.
Yeah, the whole time, or at least like one or two competitions.
Yeah.
in.
Unwrap
but,
her gift.
You know, whatever. But yeah,
What did they
so I did have a friend of the pod that wrote a review. Let's see, her name was Taylor, which I thought was kind of funny. That's Storee's last name.
Oh.
She gave it 3 stars. I'll preface this by saying the writing style is just not for me. It's cutesy, but I'm not a huge fan of the fourth wall break. So they were doing a lot of the narrator stuff that they do with the Grinch. And then Cole would say stuff to the narrator.
What?
Yeah. You know how the narrator always has like a cute little rhymey thing in the Grinch?
Mm-hmm.
There was lots of that at the introduction
And
of
Cole
each chapter.
spoke to it.
Yeah, the Cole speaking to it.
Cole, the man who is still living with his house, not
He's a
having
lump of coal.
changed at all, and has an imaginary best friend, and still wears the clothes from when he was an 18-year-old.
He doesn't wear the same clothes.
We don't know that.
Okay. So she didn't enjoy she wasn't a fan of the fourth wall breaks. That being said, I do understand that this is in the spirit of how the Grinch stole Christmas, so I'm going to let it slide. Super cute story, but started off a bit slow. I'm not a fan of Storee. She came off insensitive and childish, especially for a 28-year-old.
This is one of our friends?
Yeah.
Yeah,
best friends.
We're the same.
Either her character developed or she just won my heart over in the end. So she came around.
Okay.
Cole was along the same light, didn't super love him, and the two of them miscommunication. They finally communicated. It easily became a great Christmas. He easily became a great Christmas book boyfriend.
Perfect.
Arizona, Samantha, and Kimberly and Sophie also read it, and they gave like 4 to 3 stars. So Jenny gave 1 star. I'm a Meghan Quinn fan, but this one just simply is no good. I was excited to read A Christmas Story, but this was more like Christmas threw up, and it's so far-fetched. I literally had to skim the last few chapters because this is the corniest book I've ever read.
I love it.
Yeah.
What did you
I gave it 3 stars.
It's a Vanessa 3.
Yeah.
It's good. It's fine.
Yeah. It's good.
What would you give it? You like it?
It's so insane.
My husband really loves Jeff. You've met him. He
Jeff.
really loves holiday, Lifetime, and Hallmark movies. He fucking loves them.
How precious.
And so, because he's like, so I've just went into that mode.
Yeah.
And that's all these books are, or that even those movies are that, but like with porn thrown in, which is pretty cool. So now I just picture it. Now I just imagine like
With
faded
42
black, they
cocks.
fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to use that candy cane later on her. So I was able to get into it, but also, you know, it is a Hallmark movie.
I feel like anytime it's a holiday,
They have to really make it holiday too.
They make it
Yeah.
so kitschy. They make it so like.
It's also what you want to read.
It's
too.
either one way or the other.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
either like totally normal. You go home and your
They went to
brother's
the
best
Rockettes.
friend
They
was
went to the
there.
Rockettes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you meet some stranger
Right.
or whatever. But
Yeah.
then
I like
sometimes
this-
they're like this.
There's
Love like farms.
I feel like it's like I've seen this movie
Yeah.
on like 5 different versions of it. That
The
it
Grinch.
is the like the Grinch, but also the like, you know, like, oh, they have the wrapping paper contest. But
Yeah.
you're
Oh,
like,
he's comforting her because she lost. I came in to be a hater today. Not
I
really
love
sure. I didn't
it.
realize
Nah, I
it, but
love
we
it.
started and I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
This is not for me.
That's
I'm
okay.
gonna ruin someone's Christmas.
That's okay. You know what? Christmas is a spectrum, and
Then I'm not on that spectrum.
the month is one that everyone goes through different phases in it. And that's okay. But you guys you look like the cover of a Hallmark movie
Look
with your
at
red
us.
and green, and I love it.
Yeah.
And I'm just the font in the middle. Speaking of fonts, I have a shirt from our store.
Look at that.
It says a podcast for smut, and then on the back, I'm gonna move my microphone
Oh
out of the
my
way.
God.
If you're on the
You got it.
video, you
You're
can see
doing
it.
it.
I'm gonna fucking.
It's gonna-
Oh my god!
Before we recorded, Vanessa was like, I'm so excited for you to try to turn around and show the camera your
Anyways,
shirt.
it says "Cliff my pearls" on the back. I should move my mic this way.
She's tied to a pole. She can't
I'm
really.
trying to pull it. You see it? Cute, right? So there. So you can order it.
I knew this was going to be a
If
If you
Link
like
in
our
bio.
professional level podcast,
What's up? It's cool. Anyways, like and subscribe. Fucking, join our Patreon. You get episodes a day early. You get the aesthetic video early too. You get to know what we're doing. You get to prepare yourself. I just posted the one for last week's episode, and some of our patrons were like, "I'm scared."
You should be.
You should be.
Yeah, girl.
But you're still here because you've made it to this point, and we're happy, and you know, and we love you, and we appreciate you. If you're on our Patreon, we'll see you Monday. For everyone else, we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.
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 Merry Christmas.
Man, I'm gonna have a holiday.